What's up, goblins, and welcome back to Dwarfs, Glory, Death, and Loot. Look at all of our crazy shiny gear that we already have here today. And of course, we want to work on getting this even shinier to at least, I want to see most of the pieces legendary here. So that we can finally take on the Venomous Trinity. Last time we already tried them out, and I am pretty sure that we are able to beat them at some point. But we just need to scale it a little bit more. And so, so many treasure cards, and even with so much juicy mithril. Oh, I think I picked this one here. Let's go. Let's go. Why is this on one-time speed? Give me more. Ooh. Nice. This is just too good. No one can beat us. Okay, do we need anything here? Actually, as always, no. So I'd say we take the cane and sell the cane. And then we buy from this money this quiver here. Ooh, mythic river. Come on, come on. Ah, only epic. No legendary. Ah. Shame on you. Shame on you. But yeah, I mean, epic is also nice. Epic is nice. Okay. We will hyper reroll for some more mithril. I will also probably offline spend some of our money for some top rerolls and get some mithril from that. Because we can't just spend all of our money just on rerolling these cards here. That's we are at this point where this is impossible. Eh? Especially if we have enough champion fights here like this one from time to time. Nice. Yes, the blood necklace. Finally, I see the blood necklace here. Finally. So what's your stamina and strength? Just slightly higher than compared to my other dwarves here, I have the feeling. But still comparable. Okay. So yeah, the blood necklace, nah, I don't know. He barely activates it. Sometimes I see it, so it's not completely useless. But rarely. But hey, every stat counts, right? So who cares? Who cares? Okay, now give me something to fight with. Okay. And let's go in here. Most XP. Dwamli is on a killing spree. 14 kills. Yeah, Dwamli. No wonder with this burn damage. With these burn damage. Out of control. Absolutely no wonder. And yeah, I remember last time I made a crazy mistake here with upgrading this hot coal. I wasted so much stuff. Okay, speaking of which, I want to increase your burn damage over here, because in the ruins we had the Mythic Plus upgrade, which grants us plus 10% faster burn damage. And I remember, yes, we still need this with you. We might even have enough materials, let's see. If we combine you... I need one singular legendary here. Okay, let's reroll. I will surely get some treasure cards here, right? Yes, yes. Come on, give me legendary. I will just roll until the end. Okay, this is the end. It seems. Yeah, that's not enough. So what I'm gonna do here, I will buy some stuff. I have to make very sure that I'm not dismantling this mythic shoulder part. I want to upgrade. That would be a major mistake. Okay, so what we're gonna do is to equip this to you once more, and now we can just dismantle all of this at once. Nice. Let's see. Is this still not enough? Okay. But almost. Maybe this is even enough already. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yep, it is. Nice. Okay, but now we are completely out of Mithril. We only have 5 base Mithril left after this. That's crazy. Okay, give me faster burn damage. Yes. So now we at least make up for some of this hot coal thing here. Because the hot coal decreases duration by 40%. And now we have here 15% debuff duration, 2 times or 30% debuff duration, and then also 10% faster burn damage. And I think, yeah, but let's see, with this hot coal, 80% more damage, this is just so worth it. This is so good. By the way, the hot coal is not even unique, so I could, in theory, add another hot coal here and make another 80% damage with another hot coal on top. But for now, I want to keep the blueberries to slowly upgrade my intelligence here, so that's fine. All right, I want to go in here. This brings most money, most XP. Bonk, bonk. Oh, they're shooting back with fire here, the Firefang orcs here. You little rascal. How dare you? I'm gonna take you down. Anyway, okay. Noxious type dog. Blah, 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 blah. Firefang orc. Rare, dark pack. We don't have this, we don't have this, we don't have this. Firefang orc again. Whatever, let's stay with the Firefang orc. Almost a veteran, almost. From the stats alone. Already good. Ooh, epic. Come on. And now, I just want to say, now champion fight, that would be perfect. That would have been perfect. But no. Of course not. Nice, nice. Bing bong bong. Okay. I want to have more Archangel figurines, I think. So we should maybe go for 1 or 2 more. Because last time I really had the feeling this is working very well against the Venomous Trinity or against spiders, just in general, with our specific lineup. So yeah, this just came into my mind. So let's go into here to acquire 1 more figurine. It's so crazy how our dwarves are still pushing forward, despite all of these orcs, despite the pushback from the frost mages. And there's no way you can throw them back. It's crazy. It is just absolutely crazy. I want you on epic quality, please. And then I guess I will just store my Archangel figurines over here. Nope. Yes. Yes. Compare this to the fight before. This is only 27 orcs. Before that it was 64. Crazy. Yeah, this healing rain is annoying, I have to say. This is very annoying. It really decreases my damage output. We can also see that now Dwamli is not the first place in damage. But still, this is just pure joy, this build. I love it. Actually, 47,000, that's not too shabby. I think I even upgrade my shop here once more. Just because I can. And then we go in here. Again, 27 orcs. Come on, leave me alone with your dice. The dice of fate. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so let's go. 30,000 is also juicy, but I want more treasure cards. Come on. Give me some treasure cards. Yes, 2 in a row. And a champion fight. All right. Since we already have an ambush, I can't say no. And I mean, the money speaks for itself, I guess. Who has an eruption stuff there on the other side? I can see all these fireballs appearing, all these fire pillars rather, from the ground. That's annoying. Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh, he was tanky even inside his death zone. He didn't die immediately. Crazy. Ooh, that's great. By the way, what's the chance for legendary and such? 1.95, almost 2% chance for legendary already, and almost 0.5% chance for mythic. Let's upgrade this. Perfect. Immediately legendary. So the thing is, there's not a lot more I can do with my money here. Even if we upgrade stuff in here in this shop here, there's just nothing I can spend my money on. Even if I go for Mythic Plus upgrades and I have to reroll a few times, we will not be able to spend this 400k. So going for shop upgrades, I mean, it also increases the rarity, so it's not a bad idea. Which then ultimately also gives you more mithril in the end, right? And that's good. That is good. Come on. I'd say we go in here. I'm really getting used to these ambushes here, it seems. Which, as I already said in the previous episode, that's not good. This can be dangerous. It's dangerous behavior. Wow. Killed by thorns. Nice. Ooh, so many warlocks. That means it's time for holy crystals. Wahaha. You already have this archangel. I think, yeah, even going for holy crystal in this case is better. And you get rid of your hot coal and take this holy crystal instead. All right, back to this one here. I want to see more archangel figurines. Yeah, the thing with the warlocks is they just don't hit us. So they just have hard times hitting us because we're throwing them back all the time. It's so good. Ah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then of course with the holy crystals, they just can't hurt us. It's crazy. Anyway, this goes over here. I think I want to upgrade you immediately. Yes. Since I have so much money, I don't care. Haha. And we might already be ready to face the next few set of bosses, right? Huh. Oh, so much mithril right now. Okay. I just have to find now this region here, exactly. Stamina weight, physical resistance. I don't care in this case about the champion fight here. I just want to go into this region and upgrade some item parts. Yes, 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 yes. And this should absolutely give us enough mithril here that we have from our treasure cards to upgrade some few parts here for our dwarves. And then we can even go into the battle and try to beat the Venomous Trinity, I guess. Okay, what do we have here? Wait, what do I want first? I don't necessarily need weight, so I think going for stamina is better in this case. So give me some of your crowns. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's see. We have a lot of rare mithril. Crazy. Oh, look at this. That's enough for some few upgrades. That's great. Stamina. Stamina. More. Okay, we can still upgrade one part more here. Nice. All right. So at least 5 crowns upgraded with stamina now. Great. That's for you. That's for you. Actually, give this to you. Okay, perfect. Now, let's try to figure out who wants to have these Archangel figurines. So you already have one. All right. You will get one instead of your blueberries. For this fight, that's fine. You will certainly also get one instead of your Ring of Thunder. I would even give him 2, but it's a unique artifact. And so, I guess you can keep your Holy Crystal. Or we just, yeah, just like last time, we just give you this here instead. And then you have another Archangel figurine. So right now we still have the Blood Hunters formation active, yes. So that's not the issue here. And I'd say we just get rid of one of the Hemhawks. The thing with the Hemhawks is it's also extremely good to remove poison. And that's our goal here also with the Archangel figurines. We want to remove poison. We definitely want to remove, we want to make sure that we remove poison to make sure that the spiders cannot do so much damage in one hit. Because their damage scales with poison, and especially the Venomous Trinity does. They do a lot of base damage already. They could really kill our dwarves if we don't remove these stacks here in one single hit. And that, of course, would be a problem. Yeah, but I think I'd say let's just try this out. Okay, we have our runes on physical resist. We have our block runes. That's good. So I think our rune circle is set. Oh, one more thing. Holy... No, this was already holy. Okay. Anyway. Everything is ready. Let's go in. Charge! So you can see here in the upper corner our health bar. Right now they're not doing a massive damage. So that's fine. But once they stack and stack and stack more and more poison on our dwarves, they will certainly do a lot more damage. That's a problem. Especially to our dwarves that get stuck here like this in the back line, because they cannot heal with the Archangel figurines anymore. They just get massive amounts of poison damage, and that's a problem, of course. Smite, we can now we can very nicely see all these smites going down here. Bonk. Okay, and now it's dodgeback time, I guess. It seems. Which kind of is a problem. We can see on the health bar that the poison damage itself does a lot of damage. That's not good for us. That's not good at all. We actually need them to hit us. Why? Because then we can block, and with block we can heal. And with heal we can activate our Archangel figurines. Oh, but we got it anyway. Easy. I think they just burned to death in the death zone. Nice. Oh boy, that was so good. And now we have the Black Lotus Ring. Perfect. Here, the Black Lotus Ring is also very cool. Damaging a target with 5 or more stacks of poison will consume all stacks and deal 110% damage of remaining poison damage instantly. If the enemy dies through this action, adds an essence to the ring. Each essence increases the overall damage of the wearer. And you can hyper upgrade this to enormous amounts, because this is not only limited to a single fight. This just stays forever. It just stacks more and more essence on top. And of course, the more essence you have in this, the more damage you do. And it even transfers all of this essence completely, even if you change this item. This is so good to another wearer, I mean. And so yeah, the Black Lotus Ring, very powerful item. But of course, For us, we cannot use this. That's the problem here. Because the reason is very simple. Well, we don't have poison. And it only scales with poison, so... Very powerful item, very nice, but... Bye-bye. We don't need you. Okay, and we have, of course, another potion of rebirth. Now we have 4 of you, because we got one earlier dropped. Wait, let's set up a potion area here. And as I also said, I want to use this potion of rebirth in combination with, for example, a flame wyvern. The flame wyvern's potion. So the dragon potion with this very powerful. Even at the risk of repeating myself. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Mythic. Come to me. Alright. I forgot what I wanted to say, but who cares? By the way, should we already try this? The flame wyvern? Do you already want to see the flame wyvern? I'm not sure if we can do enough damage to him, because we are certainly not able with our weight to push him back into death zone. So that's I don't think we can do that. Yeah, fire resist. No, not for everyone. Please, for knights only. Yes, because he's just so heavy. I mean, look at his weight. 150,000 weight. So he is pushable. 100%, he is pushable. But we just can't. We don't have enough strength and weight ourselves to push him. There's no way that we can push him over the edge. And so, yeah, I think... do we have more holy crystals? Yes, we do. Holy crystals against dragons, always very nice, because dragons count as mages. And of course, mages do magical damage. And magical damage can be absorbed by holy crystals. And then with these magical damage completely absorbed, we can even store this and convert this into a burst of healing, which is absolutely crazy against the dragons. So holy crystals, if you give a holy crystal to your complete lineup, I assure you, there's no one who will die. They will at least all survive. Doing enough damage, of course, is another thing, but they will absolutely survive at least for the first 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, every boss starts to scale slowly in damage. Is this also set here? Yeah, here. Enrages after 3 minutes, increasing damage dealt by 2% for every second that passes thereafter. And so, yeah, you don't really want to fight more than 3 minutes against the boss. Then that's game over, usually. Okay, holy crystal for you. Holy crystal for you instead of this archangel figurine. And I'd say... Yeah, I guess we make something like this. And I want to upgrade this holy crystal a little bit, at least. Let's go with the blue one, that's fine. Okay, let's change that. Alright, now we have all of our formations active, that's great. We have our runes set to fire resistance. And I think this is also the first time you see a dragon, right? Probably. If you're new to this game, at least on my channel. I've already beaten the dragons in early access phase. Yes, but that was before the spiders were inserted into the game. Dragon, where are you? Oh, he already strikes us here. That's rude. How dare you? Yeah, and here comes the biggest problem. The tornadoes. So you can see we are definitely able to push him away. But yeah, we are having hard times against these tornadoes because they just push us back all the time. I was thinking that we will probably block them, but for some reason they still push us back, it seems. It's just that they do no damage. But I kind of thought we just block them and then pass by or something like this. He really stacks some crazy fire damage on us. If you have a look on the HP bar there, as long as he doesn't hit us and we cannot heal. He's doing some massive burning damage to us, actually. But I think we're able to beat him, even. The burning damage is real. Come on. Make him bleed. Yeah! Nice. Okay, that was certainly easier than the Venomous Trinity. And we have now this Potion of Growth. That's how it's called, exactly. And the Potion of Growth in combination is very good. Okay, Ashbringer Ring. What was you? Chance to apply burning for 10 seconds. Increase damage by 10% per burning enemy capped at 100%. Yeah, this is the item for Dwamli. Of course, the Ashbringer Ring. I completely forgot about this. Gain stamina and intelligence after battle if a target was killed by burning. Yeah, that's always the case with Dwamli. And he has up to 100% increased damage per burning enemy. Again, another 100%. This is too good to be true. Okay, come to me. By the way, the reason the dragon went down so fast, if we have a look on the resistances, you can see they have resistances against actually every major element, except for dark damage and holy damage. And so that's the thing about actually every boss. They most likely have no resistance against dark or holy damage. That's why holy damage does so much damage to them. This also counts for the last boss, by the way, for the Forge Demon. The Forge Demon has a resistance of, I believe, 70% for all damage sources, except holy and dark damage. Against holy and dark damage, he only has 35% damage resistance. So going for either dark or holy damage against the Forge Demon is probably also a very good idea. Just as a side note, if you try to beat him, I think, to be honest, trying to beat the Forge Demon is kind of a waste of time because you have to invest so many rounds. At least on this normal difficulty here. I can't speak for easy difficulty. But for normal difficulty, it's just not worth it. Okay, wait. I wanted to have these. So what does the Potion of Growth do? Let's have a look on this. Imprints the current growth on level up to a dwarf permanently. What that means is, if we now equip... actually, what do we want to have? Troll Tooth Necklace and then... this one here, Spider Idol. Now, if we... yes, I'd say we might even give this to Dwamli, since he's our strongest dwarf, right? Let's go Dwamli. Now, what the Potion of Growth does, the dwarf will gain these stats now for every level up, but is no longer affected by any other level up effects from artifacts or the current profession. Only works on veteran dwarfs. So this is very, very nice, because if we give this now to him, bloop, you will see he changed his color. And that means even if we remove our items here now and give him the Hot Coal and the Ashbringer Ring again, every time he levels up, he will still get the stats from Trolltooth Necklace and the Spider Idol, and of course also still his profession. So he still gains his profession stats. That's also the same. But even though we're not using this on him, he will still get 2 stamina and 1 strength and 1 wisdom on level up from now on, every time he levels up. And that's why giving him the Potion of Rebirth is so nice, because this lets him keep 50% of the stats he previously gained through growth, and we can then hyper level him up with the beer we got so far in our tavern. That's not enough to get him back to level 55. That's maybe enough to get him to level 30 or so, maximum, maybe even 25 maybe. But still, he will of course over time level up a lot faster than the other dwarves, because he just requires less XP to level up. And since he still has his stats here, 50% of his starting stats from now, he will still have a lot more stats than the other dwarves compared. And that's why I really like to combine this here. Okay, let's go. and upgrade him. Yeah, level 28 at least. But now we can see, look at this. 365 stamina. 365. He had, what, 300 something before that. I'm pretty sure. 310 maybe also, or around 300. So he already got around 50 stamina more than he had with this potion combination, even though we only leveled him up to level 28. He lost a little bit of intelligence though. That's, of course, that's the thing with the blueberries we had before. Of course, the blueberries were hyper leveling up his intelligence, and he only kept like 50% of that. And he didn't get any upgrades in terms of intelligence by leveling up, only wisdom. But he also received a lot more strength, I see here. He has 179 strength. That's, I think, the highest counter we have in the clan here right now. So you have 170. So yeah, it seems. So yeah, in terms of stamina and strength, he's now definitely superior. And also wisdom, actually. Yeah, wisdom is also nice. That's why I really like to combine this. Absolutely nice. Alright, now... But don't worry, by the way, with this Ashbringer ring, we will absolutely level him up very fast. I'm even thinking about removing the hot coal and giving him the blueberries again, just to level up his intelligence further. Because the hot coal actually does nothing for us from now on in terms of level up, because we don't get the level up stats from the hot coal anymore, because we have this imprinted from the previous upgrades, the previous artifact. I mean, increases damage of burning by 80% is huge. So in the long term, I definitely want to keep this hot coal and give this to him later, especially if we fight boss monsters. Or maybe also larger groups of enemies. But for now, just to level up his intelligence, let's go for the blueberries. Alright, let's go. Dwamli. Bloop, 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 bloop. I hope you will trigger your stuff. If not, I'm gonna be mad. Yes, he triggered it. Perfect. This will so upgrade his intelligence and just everything. It's so good. Yes, go into the front line, please. What's your speed? Okay, your speed is still very good. 39. That's perfect. Ah, yeah, actually, let's skip that. Hyper reroll. Okay, this is the perfect fight for us. By the way, I'm still pretty stunned how far our dwarves were able to push this dragon. Did you see that? It was definitely pushed like around 10 meters away or so. That's a lot. That's actually really a lot. I never had that before. And I've already beaten the dragons a few times. And I don't think that they got a lot more weight from compared to early access, or less weight. Weight counter seems to be pretty much the same. So yeah, that's crazy. Another champion fight. Let's go. Worth it. Reroll is so worth it. We're getting good damage here, by the way. I should absolutely change my rune back to physical resistance. Because physical resistance can become quite problematic. Yeah, he's now activating his Ashbringer ring every single round. And every single round he's going to level up his stamina and intelligence. Oh my goodness. And then all the extra juicy upgrades he gets from just... this is so good. Just from level up. And I don't even have to care to switch items on him and level him up again and so on. This is so good. What do I need? Maybe another... just another... crystal? Another holy crystal, maybe? I I mean, before we just sell our item again, I can also go for a Holy Crystal, right? Let's go. Oh, by the way, I forgot to stop the time. I have to quick peek on my clock. What's the time here? Yep, I think we make one last fight and then that's it for today's episode here. One more thing I saw is that Dwamli doesn't really trigger his blueberries anymore, and I think that has a very solid reason, because the enemies are just going down too fast. We are doing too much damage. They cannot trigger our blueberries often enough because they just die. And that, of course, is a problem. Nice. I guess we will see an ambush this time here. Ooh, another treasure card. Worth it. So worth it. Look how many treasure cards we got, even though this was almost an ambush. Alright, let's go in here. Can you please trigger my blueberry more often? Hello? What happened to blueberry? I just don't see my blueberry coming into effect even once. Or am I blind? I'm just probably Brian, right? I'm probably Brian. Yeah, exactly. I'm probably blind, but again, it didn't. At least it didn't trigger enough. I think I saw it once at the end there. I mean, if it doesn't trigger at all, I might as well even upgrade this to hot coal again. But yeah, I think that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining in, and I definitely see you next time. Bye bye.